Friends, today we will going to see a full-length problem on piecemeal and one try yourself last session. We'll try to solve maximum part here, and whatever part which is remaining, you will solve at your home. Okay. Problem number 13 says the firm of Pia Ray Medits presents you with the following balance sheet drawn as on 31st March 2020. On the liability side, we have only two types of liability. We have external liability in the form of creditors and capital liability in the form of capital balance of PRM. Whereas on the asset side, two information are there. Number one, cash in hand of rupees 6,000 and current account balance of RM. Whenever we have a current account balance which is on the debit side, it will get deducted from the capital of the partner. So this particular amount will go to statement of excess capital. Partner shares profit and loss in the ratio of 4:3:3. Due to difference amongst the partner, it was decided to wind up the firm, realize the assets and distribute cash amongst the partner at the end of each month. Okay. So in the month of April, 30,000 we got from debtors and 40,000 we got by sale of stock, and the realization expenses was 1,000. So out of 70,000, 1,000 was paid for realization expenses. So total we got 69,000 as a realized amount. Whereas in the second realization we got 68,000 total realization amount. There was no realization expenses here. In third realization we got 36,000 minus 1,200. So we got 34,800 as our final realization amount. In the fourth one, it is said that part of a machinery valued in the book rupees 10,000 was taken by P in part discharge at agreed value of rupees 20,000. Balance of machinery was sold at 60,000. So in fourth realization, we are getting total 80,000, 20,000 from Mr. P and 60,000 by selling a remaining machinery. जो मशीनरी का वैल्यू 10,000 था, उसका मिस्टर पी ने कितना पैसा दिया? 20,000. He discharge means he discharge his obligation of rupees 20,000. So discharge का मतलब होता है paid. Okay. The partner decided to keep minimum cash balance of 4,000 in the first 2 months and rupees 2,000 thereafter. ठीक है. वो क्या कह रहे हैं कि जैसे पहले 2 मंथ के रिलेशन के अप्रैल और मई में मिनिमम कैश बैलेंस कितना रखना है? 4,000 और उसके बाद में 2,000 और लास्ट रिलेशन के टाइम में सारे पैसे यूटिलाइज कर लो. दिस इज व्हाट दिस प्रॉब्लम सेज. नाउ वी आर मूविंग टू statement of excess capital. I hope you have understood this problem. Problem is simple, only 2-3 tick points. Number one is minimum cash balance of 4,000 rupees and thereafter 2,000. This is one of the important point. And the second one was the value of machinery, book value of machinery was 10,000, which is taken by P at rupees 20,000, and discharge all is liability, discharge all is obligation at an agreed value of rupees 20,000. So I'm moving to worksheet. Let's see excess capital. I think question is clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now let's see the balance of PQR. 80,000, 60,000, 80,000, 60,000 and 54,000. Their profit sharing ratio is 4:3:3. Okay. We also have a current balance with us. Current balance of P is dash and R is 8,000, M is 6,000. So 8,000 and 6,000. In current account, whenever we have a debit balance, it will get deducted from actual capital. If it is having a credit balance, then it will be added. Okay. So let's calculate our adjusted capital. minus this particular amount 80,000, and here we are getting 52,000 and 48,000. This was a information which is given to us. We have just properly classified and bifurcated and written in a proper or appropriate column. Now our actual problem starts from here, where we have to calculate our statement of excess capital, starting with first step, unit value. So unit value means adjusted capital divided by individual PSR. So we got unit value of all the three partners. Here 16,000 is smallest one. So 16,000 multiplied by 4 comes to 64,000, multiplied by 3 comes to 48,000, and here again it will be 48,000. So talking about excess capital, the next step, excess capital says adjusted capital minus proportionate capital. So we got 16,000 for Mr. P and 4,000 for Mr. R, and we don't have any excess capital. Now we got the excess capital of two partners. So once again we will going to follow unit value. Again we will calculate proportionate capital, and then we will get ultimate excess capital. So to calculate unit value, once again we have formula excess capital divided by individual PSR. So we got 4,000 for P, R we got 1,333, and nothing for M, because M don't have a excess capital, so it will remain zero everywhere. So 1,333 is the smallest unit, multiply by 4 for Mr. P, it will come 5,333, whereas here it will come 4,000. I've written 40, let's make it 4,000. So here it will be dash, and here exactly we have to pay ultimate excess capital to Mr. P, a sum of rupees 10,667. So first of all, we will going to pay 10,667 to Mr. P. Okay, look at here, Mr. P, and then we will going to pay between P and R a sum of rupees 9,333, and finally we will going to pay 1,28,000 to all the partners as per their PSR. Is it clear to all of you? I hope calculation of excess capital is very simple, and it can be calculated very easily if you know the step and formula. Am I correct? Shall we move to the piecemeal distribution of cash?
Yes.
Okay. This is a piecemeal distribution of cash. We have a cash balance of 6,000, which is given here. Okay. Then we have a creditor of 74,000, which is written here, and PRM balance we have calculated through adjusted capital. Let's see, 80,000, 52,000, 48,000. Now let's start from here. The problem says, first of all, we don't have to make any provision for any realization expenses, because whatever realization expenses we have, we are paying along with the realization of the assets only. So there is no need of making any provision, but partner decided to keep a minimum cash balance of 4,000. So we will going to make a provision for minimum cash balance. So I will add less minimum cash balance kept 4,000. So we are only left out with 2,000. Okay. Now what we will do? 2,000 बचे इसका हम क्या करेंगे? किसको पे करेंगे पहले? किसको पे करेंगे पहले?
Creditor.
Paid to creditors. We only have one type of external liability, creditor only. So first of all, we will going to pay creditor, then we will going to pay to the capital liability. तो पहले क्रेडिटर को पे करने की कोशिश करेंगे 2000. सो हियर इट कम्स 2000. नाउ बैलेंस इज 72,000. 0. Now we'll go for first realization of asset. First of assets. इसमें क्या था बेटा 70,000 minus 1,000 realization expenses. कैसे पता लगा? यहाँ देखिए 30 plus 40 comes to 70 और माइनस हमने किया realization expenses, so it comes to 69,000. So this entire 69,000 will be paid to creditors. 69,000. So 69,000 cash available, and this 69,000 we will pay to the creditor because we have to pay 72,000, but we only have a cash of 69,000. Now 3,000 more we have to pay to creditors. We don't have a cash. We'll go for second realization of asset. Let's see what the second gives. Second gives us total 68,000. So let's make a changes here. Second realization, and we got 20,000 plus 48,000. So total we got 68,000. So this 68,000 cash available with us. सबसे पहले हम किसको पे करेंगे? Creditor को, because still we have to pay 3,000 to creditor to settle our account of creditor. Now we have completely paid off. Still we have a cash balance of 65,000. अब सबसे पहले किसको पे करेंगे? Now we are only left out with capital liability. For paying capital liability, we always refer statement of excess capital. And the statement of excess capital says, first of all, we have to pay 10,667 to Mr. P. Then we have to pay 9,333 to Mr. P and R in their profit sharing ratio. And thereafter, we have to pay as per the first proportionate capital to all the partners as per their PSR. So let's pay to Mr. P. ठीक है, कितना पेगा? 10,667. So here I have written 10,667. So look at here how much we have to pay more. So their balance is 69,333, and here the cash balance available is 54,333. Now we have paid ultimate excess capital. Now we will pay second proportionate capital to Mr. P and Mr. R. Total कितना पे करना था? 9,333. So 9,330. No, it is to be divided between P and R. 5,333 and 4,000. So let's see how much cash available with us minus payment here. So 64,000 we have to pay to Mr. P, and to Mr. R we have to pay 48,000, and 48,000 also we have to pay to Mr. M. Now after making a payment of second proportionate capital, look at here, our balance of all the three partners is as per first proportionate capital. Okay, now from here onward we have to pay as per profit sharing ratio to all the partners. So look at here. Here I will going to write less pay to all partners 45,000 divided by 10, because the total profit unit is 10. So how much it comes? 4,500 divided by 10, it comes to 4,500. So here for Mr. P, 4,500 multiply by 4, it comes to 18,000. And for R, 4,500 multiply by 3, 13,500, and same 13,500 we are getting here. So if we make a total of partners balance, it comes to 46,000 for Mr. P and 34,500 for R, and same with M. Now we'll go for third realization of asset. Add third realization of assets, which says we got 36,000 minus 1,200. So 36,000 minus 1,200. So we got 34,800. Plus, look at here. We have to maintain a minimum cash balance of rupees 4,000 for first 2 months. तो अप्रैल और मई में हमने रख लिया. Now we are into a June. Now from here onward we have to keep only 2,000. Only 2,000. So there is no requirement of 4,000. We only want 2,000. तो इसमें से जो 2,000 बचेगा, what we will do? We will again add back to realization amount. So what we will write? We will add this is third. Okay. So here we will write less minimum cash balance required. Okay. Less than last month. अच्छे से लिख देता हूँ. So minimum cash balance required less than last month. ठीक है. So less than last month कितना था? 2,000 हमने add back कर लिया, because in the beginning we have created a 4,000. जो 4,000 रुपए साइड में रखे थे, अभी हमको कहा गया कि वो जो 4,000 साइड में रखे थे, अभी 4,000 की जरूरत नहीं है, हमको सिर्फ 2,000 की जरूरत है साइड में. तो हम क्या करेंगे, बाकी जो 2,000 है वो हम वापस से एड बैक कर लेंगे हमारे रिलेशन अमाउंट में, सो दैट वी कैन गिव इट टू ऑल द पार्टनर्स. सो 36,800 where I have written this amount. So 36,800. Now this 36,800 will be paid to all the partners. 36,800. Okay, let's divide by 10. So here it will come 3,680 multiply by 4 for Mr. P, multiply by 3 for Mr. R, and 11,040 for M. So here if we talk about closing their capital balance, it comes to opening minus this particular payment. Okay, now cash is over. We'll go for next realization. So here we will add fourth realization. The fourth realization we are getting 20,000 from Mr. P plus 60,000 we are getting from a sale of machine. So total we are getting 80,000. Look at here, 20 plus 60, 80,000 we got. And remember one thing, fourth realization is the last realization. After that we don't have any asset to sell off, we don't have anything left out in a company. So After that, full and final settlement will be done. So whatever amount we have kept aside, that will again be added back. कितना बच गया था? 2000 बच गया था कैश बैलेंस का, सो हम उसको ऐड कर देंगे. Add no cash balance required. कोई जरूरत नहीं अभी. So I'm written no cash balance required. जो भी है सब दे दो. 2000. So total we are getting 82,000. So here this 82,000 will be paid to all the partners. 82,000. This will be divided between 3 partners. So 8,200 will be per unit value. So this multiplied by 4 comes to 32,800. This particular multiply by 3, 24,600. So here also 24,600 we are getting. Let's see the loss which is made by a partner minus. Oh, this is a profit. So let me calculate a formula. Payment minus amount which is to be paid. So total profit we are getting 3,800. So here I will write realization profit. So let's see whether realization profit is in the ratio 4:3 or not. Just to verify this thing, we can do one thing. 3,800 divided by 10, it comes to 380. So 380 multiplied by 4, how much it comes? 1520. Similarly, 1140, it will come. So this is the entire problem, how it looks. Then we will cross verify. I have told you there are 2 ways to cross verify your problem. Number 1 is after a payment of second proportionate capital, your partner's balance should reach to level of first proportionate capital. And second is that you can verify from the question whether you got a correct answer or not. So here we are getting a profit of 3,800. Let's see from our question whether we are really making a profit of 3,800 or not. Let's add all this thing. 40 plus 3070 minus 1, 69,000. 69,000 plus 68,000. Okay, 68,000. Then plus 34,400. 34,400 plus 80,000 and 6,000 cash. Tell me how much it is. कितना है बताओ जल्दी. 69 plus 68, 1,27,000. नहीं 37,000 plus 80,000 plus 34,400 plus 6,000. Come on, tell me. Calculated?
$252,400.
2,57,000 आएगा बेटा.
Sir.
Let's check once again. 68. So 69 plus 68, 137 plus 34,400 plus 80,000 plus 6,000.
257,400.
400.
Sir.
Okay. Let minus your total liability. Total liability कितना बेटा? Capital में कितना था? 1,94,000 minus this 14,000. because this 14,000 partner has to pay back to the company. So 14,000 माइनस कर दिया इसमें से, तो ये बचा 1,80,000. ठीक है, 1,80,000 plus 74,000.
2,54,000.
2,54,000 sharp.
Yes.
माइनस कर दो, आंसर कितना आया?
3,400 आ रहा है.
3,400. और हमारा कितना आ रहा है आंसर? लेट्स सी अपना वाला.
3,800.
So why there is a difference of 400? Have you distributed somewhere something wrong? तो क्रॉस वेरीफाई करना पड़ेगा. दो कितना 400 का डिफरेंस कैसे आ गया? First of all, we will going to check whether this thing is correct or not. 1,520. These ratios are proper or not, because there are two techniques to calculate. So I will write 380 multiply by 4. So this amount coming properly. This is also coming properly. So there might be a again issue here. Have we added everything properly? अच्छा, ये 434,800 आएगा. 800 because 36,000 minus 1,200, 34,800. So here it will be 800. ठीक है. So ultimately our answer will be 3,800. ठीक है. So our solution was 100% correct. We have did a little calculation error in the question. ठीक है. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now let's move to second problem. This problem is again very simple. Only
Sir, I have a question.
हाँ बेटा,
Dates नहीं लिखना है.
क्या नहीं लिखना है?
Date.
Which date?
April, May, June.
हाँ, if you want you can write down. Otherwise you can also write down like first relation, second relation, third relation. If you want to write months, I said na in the beginning only, this particular column is yours column. You can write as per your wish, but it should properly mentioning the entry. Entry के बारे में properly पता होना चाहिए. इसमें लिखा paid to Mr. P and Mr. R. You can say payable to Mr. P and Mr. R. इसमें लिखा third relation. You can also write कि realization of asset bracket में लिख दो मैं. ठीक है. Instead of writing first, second, third, you can also write relation of asset and within a bracket month. Why I am writing first, second, third? Because it makes me clear that we have already done with two realizations. So chances of doing error is very minimum. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Now let move to problem 14. Amarjit, Bhim Singh and Kawarjit were in a partnership sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 5:10, 3:10 and 2:10. Okay. Now here all the denominator are same. So straight away we can able to calculate the ratio as 5:3:2. I think you people are aware. This is a simple technique because denominator are same. The partnership was dissolved on 31st March 2020 when the position was as follows. Okay. Now we have there are all three types of liability. We have a capital liability of only two partners. We have internal liability of Amarjit loan. Okay. Then we have external liability of Sujit loan, bank overdraft and Paramjit for supplying for goods. Paramjit for supplying for goods मतलब creditor हो गए. क्या हो गए बेटा ये? Creditors. ठीक है. Now here on the other side, cash at bank is important information 250. Then we have Kawaljit capital 5,000. So Kawaljit having a negative balance. ठीक है. Realization should be distributed at the end of each month as safe as possible. The realization was as under. We have total how many realization? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 realization. So we have a lot of calculation to do here. Then we have a Kawarjeet brought necessary cash at the time of last realization. Last realization कौन सा है? 4,000. 4,000 के बाद में वो नेसेसरी कैश लेकर आएगा. कितना कैश लाना है उसको? कवलजीत को 5,000, क्योंकि 5,000 उसको देना है ना कंपनी को, बिकॉज इज कैपिटल इज इन माइनस. आई होप यू हैव अंडरस्टूड द प्रॉब्लम.
Yes.
लेट अच्छा टेल मी, कैन वी एबल टू मेक हियर स्टेटमेंट ऑफ एक्सेस कैपिटल? भीम सिंह का बेटा नील है और इसका माइनस में है, तो एक ही पार्टनर बच गया जिसको हमको पैसे देना है. कौन सा बच गया? अमरजीत. सो देयर इज नो नीड टू मेक अ स्टेटमेंट ऑफ एक्सेस कैपिटल. ठीक है. सो स्ट्रेट अवे वी विल गोइंग टू मेक piecemeal distribution of cash. So look at your balance. I have written balance already. 250 for cash. Okay. Surjit loan 8,000, which is mentioned here. Bank overdraft 2,000 and creditor 15,000. So 2,000 and 15,000. ठीक है. Amarjeet loan. Amarjeet is our internal liability. Okay. Then we have a Amarjeet ka only balance 20,000, which we have to pay. Beansam no capital to pay. In fact, Kawarjeet has to pay back to us. ये minus 5,000. That is I have written in red color. अभी देखिए सबसे पहले क्या करेंगे. There is no concept of realization expenses here. So straight away we will start distributing our cash. ठीक है. Less किसको पे करेंगे? हाँ?
सुजीत लोन.
हाँ? बेटा सबको पे करेंगे. क्यों सबको पे करेंगे? सुजीत जो है वो भी अनसिक्योर्ड लोन है. मैंने कहा जब तक वर्ड सिक्योर्ड ना लिखा हो ब्रैकेट में, ऑल विल बी ट्रीटेड एज अनसिक्योर्ड. बैंक ओवरड्राफ्ट भी अनसिक्योर्ड है और क्रेडिटर भी अनसिक्योर्ड है. तो तीनों का जो वैल्यू है वो सेम है. तीनों का राइट सेम है कैश पे. नाउ वी विल गोइंग टू डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कैश एज पर देयर क्लोजिंग बैलेंस रेशियो. क्लोजिंग बैलेंस रेशियो कितना हुआ बेटा? देखो यहाँ पर 8:2:15. ठीक है. 8:2:15 यानी 25. तो 2250 डिवाइड बाय 25 कम्स टू 10. सो यहाँ पर आ जाएगा 80, यहाँ पर आ जाएगा 20 और यहाँ पर आ जाएगा 150. इज इट क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू?
Yes.
मैंने कहा था कि सारे प्रॉब्लम एक दूसरे से अलग होंगे. नाउ विल गो फॉर फर्स्ट रियलाइजेशन ऑफ असेट्स. फर्स्ट रियलाइजेशन ऑफ असेट्स. कितना पैसा आ रहा है? 4750. ठीक है. अभी क्या करेंगे? ये सारा अमाउंट किसको पे करेंगे? एक्सटर्नल लायबिलिटीज. अब मुझे बताओ कैसे बटेगा ये? 4750 डिवाइड बाय 25. एक यूनिट का वैल्यू आया 190. सो 190 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 2 कम्स टू 380. ओके. 190 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 8 कम्स टू 1520. okay, and multiply by 15 comes to 2850. करके देखो बेटा. डोंट बिलीव ऑन मी. सही आ रहा है क्या? आ रहा है सही?
Yes.
ठीक है. सही आ रहा तो बहुत अच्छी बात है. So now let see total cash available 0. Here the balance are minus this particular amount. Okay. So total now we have to pay external liability of 20,000. Now we'll go for second realization of assets. Second realization of assets. How much it gives to us? Look at here. 5,000. 5,000. So this 5,000 again we will going to pay to or pay for external liability 5,000. This 5,000 will be divided amongst these three. So 5,000 divided by 25 comes to 200. So here it will come 1600. Here it will come 400.
400.
And here 3,000. Okay. So let's find out the balance amount. So now we have to pay total 15,000 more. Now we'll go for थर्ड रियलाइजेशन. ये प्रॉब्लम के अंदर कैलकुलेशन बहुत ज्यादा है लेकिन प्रॉब्लम सिंपल है. थर्ड रियलाइजेशन ऑफ assets. Let's see how much amount we are getting. Again we are getting 5,000. ठीक है. So ये 5,000 हम क्या करेंगे, वापस से पे कर देंगे एक्सटर्नल लायबिलिटीज को. Control C, we will to write as it is only. So there is no problem here. Now let's see the balance. Now total we have to pay 10,000. Okay. Now we'll go for fourth realization of asset. फोर्थ रिलेशन में कितना आ रहा है बच्चे हमको 15,000. वेरी गुड. यहाँ पे हम लिखेंगे फोर्थ रिलेशन ऑफ असेट. हियर वी आर गेटिंग 15,000. So this 15,000 will be paid for external liabilities. We only have to pay 10,000. So here 3,200, 800 and 6,000 we have to pay. So 5,000 is balance. Now here it comes 0, 0 and 0. Now we have only have to pay to one partner. ठीक है, लेकिन उससे पहले हमको एक इंटरनल लोन देना है अमरजीत को. ठीक है, तो पहले हम उसको पे कर देंगे. लेट्स पे टू मिस्टर अमरजीत. क्या था बेटा, ये इंटरनल लोन था 5,000. सो हियर वी आर पेइंग 5,000. सो 2,000 इज लेफ्ट आउट. वी डोंट हैव कैश अवेलेबल. विल गो फॉर फिफ्थ रियलाइजेशन ऑफ असेट्स. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर वर्ड आ जाएगा फिफ्थ. अब देखिए फिफ्थ से कितने पैसे मिल रहे हैं. फिफ्थ से हमको मिल रहे हैं 10,000. ठीक है, सो आई हैव रिटन हियर 10,000. ठीक है, 10,000 में से पहले हमको अमरजीत को कितना देना है 2,000. सो वी विल पे फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल 2,000 टू मिस्टर अमरजीत. तो अमरजीत को हमने कंप्लीटली पे कर दिया. 8,000 बचा. नाउ वी विल पे capital liability, and for paying capital liability we are only left out with अमरजीत का ही पैसा देना है. कंवरजीत से तो पैसा लेना है, भीमसेन को कुछ नहीं देना है. ठीक है, सो हियर वी विल राइट पेड टू. ये यहाँ पे मैं लोन लिख देता हूँ तो आपको कंफ्यूजन हो जाएगा. लोन, लोन, ये लोन था और ये हम पेमेंट कर रहे हैं 8,000. ओके, सो हियर इट विल बी 8,000. बैलेंस इज 12,000. नाउ विल गो फॉर सिक्स्थ रियलाइजेशन ऑफ assets. In the sixth realization we are getting how much? Look at here, 3,000. So 3,000. ठीक है, 3,000 is left amount paid to Amarjeet because we only have to pay to Amarjeet. 3,000 we paid them. The balance is 9,000. Okay, now we'll go for seventh realization. Seventh is a last realization, and as per the problem in the seventh realization, Mr. Kawarjit also bringing a necessary amount. So we are getting 4,000 plus यहाँ पे लिख देंगे add necessary amount brought by Mr. Kawarjit. कितना लेकर आया था बेटा, कितना देना था उसको, 5000 देना था। सो यहाँ पे हम लिखेंगे 5000। सो 5000 लेकर आया, टोटल कितना बचा, ये 5000 लेकर आया यहाँ पर, तो यहाँ पे हम लिख देंगे 5000 लेकर आया ये, तो माइनस में फिगर था ये, ठीक है, यानी देना था, ये दे दिया इसने, तो यहाँ पर इसका बैलेंस कितना बच गया बेटा, 0, ठीक है। लेट मी अंडरलाइन इट so that there will not be any confusion. So total cash available is how much, 9000, and how much we have to pay to Mr. Amarjit, 9000. So there is no profit, no loss to anyone, all are happy. So all the external liability is completely paid, internal loan is completely paid, and all the partner got their amount back. So the realization loss, no loss, no profit. So no realization loss, no realization profit. Okay. So this is your problem. This was quite lengthy problem. ठीक है, ये आपका problem था ऐसा. I hope you have understood everything.